Hello, Omega Dimensions here, and what the okay that popped up. Okay, I did not need that. I don't know. It's like I record and something just I don't know. My Google thing just pops out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, I don't pop out of nowhere. So no, no, close it. Okay, so last time we finished the Sierra route, and that's like from the moon side. The moon side routes. Now we're going to start the near side routes. There's 3 routes in the near side. You can probably tell which one. Which one? So we're gonna do Aika's route. Finally, that's like my second favorite route. Second favorite route. Maybe I'll change the first because I haven't played in a while. I kind of know how to start it, so I don't need any guide. Guide. Start from the beginning. I don't think I got a skip thing, so I'm probably going to. Okay, I'm probably going to skip this, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, now we're in the inversion pulse, so autumn. The last traces of summer are disappearing today. It's Thursday halfway through October. This is the day when I, Toshiki, returned home. It's been 8 years since I left.
Shiki, hurry up. You're going to be late for school.
I hear Kyoko-san's voice flowing from the kitchen. Okay, I'm leaving. I call back. I place my hands together in the room that was mine and the Arima's up to now. I'm going. Thanks for letting me live for the last 8 years. Clap, clap. I fold my hands together in prayer. And grabbing my only bag, I leave my room that had become so familiar. I walk through the entrance to Arima's house and turn to face it.
Shiki,
Kyoko-san, who had to come to the door to see me off, calls my name somberly.
see you later.
Take care, Mom. What a strange thing to say. I won't be coming back. Never again will I pass through this door as a member of the Arma family. Thanks for looking after me. Please give regards to Flower too. Kyoko-san simply nods. 8 years. The eyes of the person who had been my mother look so sad. I don't think I ever seen her like that before. I'm sure it will be hard.
I'm sure it'll be hard for you at the Tono house. Please watch yourself. Your body's weak. You mustn't overdo it.
I'll be okay. After 8 years, I'm just as healthy as anyone else. I'm a lot tougher than I look.
I suppose you're right. But the Tonos are different from everyone else. I'm worried they'll be too much for you.
I know what Kyoko-san means. My home from today forth will be imagined an uncommon sight in this day and age. Not only is the house amazing, but the family itself is highly respected. It's said that they hold significant investments in many corporations. To top things off, it's my true home. The Armas have only been looking after me, but it's already decided. Yeah, it's something that's decided already. Alright, I'll be heading off then. Thanks for taking care of me. I repeat those words one last time and turn my back on the household I had grown so accustomed to over these past 8 years. I leave the Armas and start walking to school with a heavy heart. 8 years ago, I recovered from a serious injury that normally would have meant death. Then I was entrusted to the Armas, a family branching off from the Tono family. I lived with my real parents at the Tono mansion up till I was 9. Then I lived with the Armas for 8 years until now, my second year of high school. I lived a normal life as an adopted son. From the time I met Sensei, those special circumstances Sensei told me about, as she part never happened, and the glasses hid the lines from me as long as I wore them. The life of Tomoshiki was a peaceful one. It meandered along gently until a few days ago, the day when the head of the Tono family sent me a word to me.
Return to the Tono mansion.
The very family that up to now has shunned me. I sigh again. To be perfectly honest, even before the accident, I have never gone along with the Tono household. Maybe as a kid, I never liked the formality demanded by the family. Perhaps that's why I said nothing to the old man when the old one told me I was going to live with Arimas. I think it turned out well. I got along with my adopted parents, Kyoko-san and Fumio-san. They're your adopted child, so I won't be surprised. It was as if they were my real parents. I live a normal life in the loving family of the Arimas like a real son, like I always wished. Though don't you have like a freaking adopted sister as well? I forgot her name. She's like I think she appears in Multi Blood games. She has like her sense. She's in Kung Fu. She does sing Kung Fu martial arts as Kirei Kotomine is like, and her sensei is a freaking guy who wears a panda costume. I haven't played the game, so maybe I'll play it in the future. I don't know. The new one's probably coming out, so maybe there's a chance to get into it. I don't regret living there, except for one thing. My little sister, 1 year young, Toyaza, 1 year younger than me, remained behind with the Tonos. Okay. Aika. I bet she hates me now. It'll only be natural. Well, this is her route, so I doubt that's the case. She had to live in the mansion by herself under the constant supervision of the hard-headed old man. I could easily imagine Aika thought of me, the one who escaped. I let another sigh. I can't help it. What's going to happen? What's going to happen will happen. Today after school I'll return to my true home. Lord knows what will occur. But for now, I got more pressing problems. My watch shows 7:45. The home starts 8 o'clock sharp. Anyone who isn't in class by 8 is marked as late. Clutching my bag, I start sprinting towards school. I managed to make it to school in less than 10 minutes. I enter from the back gate, accomplishing a feat that will bring trash scouts running if they knew. Come to think of it, today is also the day I'll come through the back gate. The Arma and Tono house are opposite sides of the school, with the Arms being behind while the Tonos is in front. Obviously, I'll be coming through the front gate in the future. And I quite like the lonely atmosphere back here too. For some reason, the back gate at our school isn't really popular. Only 10 people or so, myself included, actually use it. It's quiet and pretty devoid of people, day or night. Clang, click, click, clang. Like I said, pretty quiet. The sound of hammer mixed with distant birds singing reaches my ears. Hammering, huh? Clang, clink, glong. A half rhythmical ringing comes from the corner of the courtyard, and we know who that is, right? What is that? Homeroom begins in less than 10 minutes. I don't have time to stop and find out, but I'm pretty curious. Right now? Okay, we're going to do option 1 because that's how you restart the Aiga's route, so. And we already did like 2 times already. So, there's a few minutes left on the homeroom. I have to head there right away. I arrived in class earlier than usual. Phew. I walked to my desk to the window. Good morning, Tono-kun. An unfamiliar voice greets me. I turn around confused. Oh, Sacchin. Isn't it a sad Sacchin? I don't know, those freaking memes where she doesn't have a freaking route. I think she's getting a route on the remake. I don't know. I think they're going to be in the near side of route. That's why it's not coming out. So isn't this sad Sacchin that you're not going to get your route this early on? Good. Okay, let me think of a voice because she's going to be, if I remember correctly, she's going to be has an important role. So.
Good morning.
Yeah, like that.
Good morning, Tono-kun.
An unfamiliar voice greets me. I turn around, confused.
Tono-kun, the teacher was looking for you. He said he wanted to talk to you about your house.
My home? My home mustn't be about me moving. I should have finished the formalities yesterday. Perhaps there's something I forgot to do. The girl doesn't move but stands there looking at me. Good morning, Umizaka.
Yeah. Good morning, Tono-kun. Looks like you remember my name.
Sighing relief, Umizaka. Suzuki gives a faint smile. I can remember names. I can remember names of my own classmates, you know. It shows that I haven't spoke to you much.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about talking to you.
Umizaka smiles again. She seems happy about something. Umizaka continues to stare at me, as if she wants to say something else. To be honest, I don't know her that well. Although we're in the same class, I can count the times we've spoken. But Suzuki is the center of attention. She's often topic conversation among the boys, and there aren't any bad rumors about her among the girls. Or do they talk about her boobs or something? In short, she's your typical class idol. Naturally, she's always surrounded by a crowd. She's the complete opposite of a loner like me. While I might not be able to remember the name Yumezaka Suzuki, there's no reason for her to remember the name Tono. Well, I might be able. Okay. There's no reason for her to remember the name Tono Shiki. It seems like some coincidences are at work today.
Tono-kun, can I ask you a question?
If I can answer, you can ask as many questions as you want.
Sorry if this is something personal, but you're saying you're moving. Are you going to move somewhere far away?
Her voice trails off as if it was hard for her to ask. She claps her hands to stop fidgeting.
I know it's sudden, but will you be transferring somewhere?
No. I'm changing my residence, but not my school. My new house is still in this town anyway, so it's no big deal.
Oh, that's good.
Mizaga sighs for relief. How odd. Why would someone like me moving cause that kind of reaction?
But are you gonna leave the Arimas?
Yeah. I enjoy living with them, but I can't leech off them forever.
Huh?
Okay, that's Tono. Huh? How does Umizaka know that? No one in the school should know I was living with Arimas except for a certain guy. We all know who that guy is, don't we? What's up, Tono? A carefree, loud voice rings out from the classroom doorway. As if on cue, the guy who's been my friend since middle school appears. Hey, if it isn't Umisaka. It's not often I see you talking to Tono.
Morning, Inyo-kun.
Umisaka looks away with enthusiastic. Okay,
Morning, Uno-kun.
Umizaka looks away with unenthusiastic reply. I guess she isn't the type who respond well to a guy like him. Yeah. Tono's picking up chicks? What the hell's going on? Well, Tono, she is a hentai protagonist. You need to understand that. I thought you weren't interested in them. Arika explains his joke loudly. You morons, stop spreading lies. I'm a normal guy. Of course I'm interested in girls. Is that right? Good for you, man. Still, these days, girls find it more amusing if you have a weird sex drive instead. But they only find it amusing, and it won't go away any further. His bonus cheerful laughter echoes throughout the morning classroom. I let another sigh. I once again wonder, like, how many times before how I ended up knowing this person. His hair dyed orange, ears pierced, his vicious glare that shouts, he'll pick a fight with anyone, anytime, and he's wearing rebellious clothes. As I said again, those are not rebellious clothes. That's why his remake one makes a bit more sense, because they're not rebellious at all. Inu Ariko is the only free-spirit outlaw in our university-oriented high school. Doesn't look university-oriented. I don't know. I'm not from Japan. A lot of Japan schools have uniforms. Like nearly all of them has uniforms. In my school, at least in Florida, there's a lot of them are high uniforms. It's not universities, you know. Do you have to be? Wait, do I skip a line? No, I did. Do you have to be so loud and this early in the morning? I'm depressed about all sorts of stuff, so stay away from me today, okay? I wave my hands to shoo him away. Depressed? What's wrong, man? Isn't that time of the month? Oh my gosh, I love that. Are you saying you're a girl? It's so funny. I really respect his ballsy attitude. I wish I had that ballsy attitude. Oh gosh, I wish. What's wrong, man? Isn't that time of the month? Wait, I take that back. Rather than just for today, stay. Wait. I take that back. Stay away from me for the rest of my life. Okay. Wait, I take that back. Rather than staying away for today, stay away for the rest of my life. My depression will only get worse with you around. I know an article. I head back to my own desk. Grabbing my bag, taking a seat, I stretch my back. Hey, you can't just ignore other people like that, Tono. You're going to hurt people like that with that careless attitude of yours. Oh, that's news to me. Isn't there some way I can kill them then, instead? If you can tell me how, I'll repay you by trying it out on you. That's cold, man. Aren't you just a little nastier than usual this morning? I know, it seems a bit normal to me. Do not tell you I'm depressed. Other people aside, I'm certainly not showing any kindness to you. Argo sighs. Why are you only mean to me, Tono? You're like a saint to everyone else. It's not fair. What? You just figured that out. The rule is unfair. You are only mean to me. Argo gives another exaggerated sigh. I didn't try to be hard to be cold to Argo. That's just the kind of relation we have. Sounds like my friends. So Argo, So Argo was a chronologically late night owl who never shows up until second period doing here in homeroom. Isn't a little no? It's very odd. I was thinking that too. I guess being at school on time isn't just for what I happen to wake up early. Well, I won't comment on your hobbies, but what I'm asking is why you woke up early. Why I woke up early? I guess it's because I can't stay out late since all the fuss started. So I actually go to sleep at night now. You heard the stories about the serial killer, haven't you? I see. Got to think, but I did hear something like that. I feel a tinge of regret and need articles to remind me. For the past 2 or 3 days, I have been debating for whether I return to the Tono household, so I completely lost touch with the news. I don't know how, though. No, that is the early 2000s, so I won't be so surprised. Though, does he have like a television in the living room, in the house? It's not like he's in the Tono household, so I always find that weird. What was that again? They giving it some very nasty and like the freaking. What was it again? They giving a really nasty name, like the freaking serial killings or something. There's more to it. So far, all the victims have been young girls. The eighth victim is only 2 days ago. And on top of all, they were... Oh, wait. What happened to them again? Argo tilts his head in compilation. I'm an idiot for asking him. Yeah, I remember now. All the victims were cut into pieces and arranged in a pattern or something.
No, Inu-kun. Everyone who was killed lost a lot of blood.
Oh yeah, that was it. They said some kind of modern day vampire or something. You sure know a lot about this Umazaka-san.
Not really. It just happened in this town, so it's in the news. You remember if you didn't... You remember if even you didn't want to.
I see. I thought it was happening in neighbor town, but I guess it moved down here. Well, anyway, that's what happened. Even I won't be going out the streets at night with a killer walking around. That's why I've been waking up at 7 lately. What? Is that it? I think Green doesn't make a good story. Where's the fun in that? Man, you're cold. What, did you collapse from a mini already this morning? I'm alright, thanks for asking. If I was a mini 24 hours a day, I'll be dead by now. Yeah, you're right. If you say you're okay, then I guess you're okay. And the bell rings, interrupting our conversation. Hey, class is about to begin. Hurry up and get back to your seat. Seat? Yeah, Ariko goes back to his seat.
See you later, Tono-kun.
Yeah, sorry for keeping you, Umizaki-san. Her light footsteps tap across the floor as she returns to her desk. Second period is over. Our homeroom teacher, who's also our math teacher, calls out to me as he leaves. Tono, your documents are missing some details. Please go visit the office. It shouldn't take long, so I'll head to the office before third period starts. No, it shouldn't take long, so I'll head to the office before third period starts. The office is on the first floor. The second year classroom is on the third floor, but I couldn't make it back before third period starts if I run. Okay, I can make it if I run. Okay. Let me see. I can make it before third period start if I run. Okay. I run. And run. And run. The impact floor hits me with a thud. My head hits stomach and the world swims before my eyes. Ow, ow. I hear a voice nearby. It's a woman's voice I never heard before. It looks like I ran into someone. I'm sorry, are you alright? I still can't see my surroundings too well, but I apologize to the person I hit.
Yes, I'm alright. How about you? Are you okay?
There's no trace of accusation in that gentle voice. I don't know who she is, but it seems like she's worried about me. Yeah, I'm also okay. I shake my head and stand up. Finally, I can see clearly. And there's Sia.
Are you really alright? Your forehead is swelling up.
I feel a prickle of pain when I try to touch it with my hand. Just like I said, I'm developing a magnificent lump.
I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention to where I was going. Your forehead must really hurt, right?
The female student gazes apologetically at my face. From the former way she spoke, I assumed she was a first year. But from the color of her ribbon, I can see she's the third year. In other words, my senpai. No, it's fine, really. I'm the one at fault. I'm sorry for bumping into you, senpai. I lowered my head in a bow.
Come to think of it, you're right. You shouldn't be running down the hallways, you know. There are people like me space out while looking down at the courtyard.
Yes, I'll be more careful. Are you alright, senpai?
Yes, I only fell.
I wish we got a pantsuit shot for fan service, but this is the 2000s games. They didn't have that much money to do that yet.
It's because you ran into the wall trying to avoid hitting me, Tona-kun.
Really? No wonder I'm seeing stars. I'm lucky to get off while there was a bump after running into a wall with that speed. Sorry about that, but spacing out.
Sorry about it, but spacing in the hallway.
But sorry for that, but spacing on the hallway is also dangerous, Senpai.
Yes, I'll be more careful.
He smiles and nods. It's an honest smile. Excuse me, I best be going. Beating the dust off my pants and begin walking towards the office. But the older student continues to watch me through her glasses. Wait, just who is she? I was distracted because I ran into her, but come to think of it, she's beautiful. And if she's this beautiful, the male students will be talking about a third-year beauty wearing glasses. I'm going now. You should go back to your classroom too, Senpai. Any of you are in pain, please come to my classroom. I'm Tono, a second year from third class. I'll take responsibility. She nods. Even though she's older than me, it's like dealing with someone younger.
Alright. If anything happens, I will come to your classroom at lunchtime. Remember, Shiki-kun, you mustn't run in the hallways.
Okay. You shouldn't space out in the hallways either, Senpai. With that, I wave my hand and leave. Wait. Shiki-kun? I haven't told her my first name. Come to think it. Did she use my name earlier too? Huh? Have I met you before, Senpai?
Eh?
Senpai cries out in surprise and mischievously puts on the depressed face.
You're Taro, Tona-kun. You forgot about me?
Though, we really know what's happening here, don't we? Forgotten? No, I don't think so. If I ever got myself involved with a beautiful woman like her, there'd be no way I'll forget. Well, she doesn't look beautiful to me. I don't know, probably the art style. Damn you, Tiny Yuki. I forgot it was the artist. I keep forgetting his name. It's Tiny Yuki something. She looks at me reproachfully. Those eyes, I'm sure I'll remember them from somewhere, don't I? Come to think of it, we exchanged greetings once or twice before, didn't we? Seo-senpai, right. Right, I say her name appressively.
Yes, I'm glad you remember. You seem to type this space out and forget Tona-kun.
I don't think I space out, but there's nothing I can do about. Well, then, goodbye. Let's meet again at lunchtime. Seo-senpai bows again. I watch her walk down the hallway. It's lunchtime. Now then, where should I eat lunch? Okay, we're going to eat lunch at class, because if I remember correctly, that's what Seo Sensei told us in the lesson. It's lunchtime, and the classroom starts to liven up. Some guys are dashing off towards the cafeteria. A group of girls are recharging desks from a table, and some students are calmly leaving the classroom, box lunches in hand. I watch them while I sit down with milk and bread I bought. Sheesh, not much of an appetite as usual, huh, Tono? This guy in front of me. Beginning here is already part of a daily routine, and I'm not about to start complaining now. But man, what's up with us? Just the two of us eating lunch together. What kind of meal goes unaccompanied by a beautiful blossom? Blue. If you don't have any blossoms, why don't you join that group over there? I'm not going to stop you. Idiot. That when I say blossom, I mean a single beautiful blossom. These girls that make a group aren't good. They're poisonous rather than being beautiful. Arco's comment would have probably earned him some rocks thrown in his direction if the group of girls have heard them. Lucky the girls in our class didn't hear his poisonous words. That's pretty harsh, Ariko. I know you were a bad guy before, but haven't you been getting worse lately? Yours have passing merely bad and getting into deviant. I can't help it, can I? When there is truly a beautiful blossom at our school, my discerning eye grows more critical. Ah, so who is this beautiful blossom? That's a secret. I don't want more competition, now do I? Arco laughs with an ambitious smile spilling over his face. As it is something I don't have, I'm a little impressed by his ability to express himself so frankly. And then, the person I met comes across us from the classroom door. Ah, with a box lunch in one hand, there is no way I can mistake her.
Hello, Tono-kun. Mind if I interrupt?
It's fine, of course. Smiling Seo brings over a chair and sits down naturally. Senpai, are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt at all.
Even her smiling replies troubles me. You said to come here at lunchtime, so I thought it would be rude if I
did not.
It's true that I said that, but... Well, I tend to say that she could come and I'll take responsibility if she ended being hurt. Senpai! Origa slams the table, bangs and stands up.
Ino-kun. Could it be that you and Tono-kun are acquainted?
Yeah, we're more than casual acquaintances. Tono and I have been friends since we were kids. Right, Tono? Right, Tono? You can even say we're best friends. Origa makes a tight fist for emphasis. There's no room for agreement or disagreement.
Oh, really? It's such a coincidence. You two are friends.
It sure is. This bastard has such a calm face. I was wondering just when did he start getting along with Senpai. Arco glares at me while laughing to her senpai. Absent mind, I wonder, is that what you call being well-rounded? In the end, Arco forcibly convinced Senpai to stay for lunch. Well, since she brought her lunch, perhaps that's what she had in mind in the first place.
Oh, Ino-kun, do you live by yourself?
Nah, I live with my sister. Our parents left us in charge of the house, so we're naturally learned how to cut, that's all. Argo seems familiar with Senpai. He's able to talk to her more casually than I can. I've only met her a few times. By the way, Senpai, you said By the way, Senpai, you said you were called here by Tono. Did something happen?
Yes, I ran into Tono during the break. I wasn't hurt, but Tono hit his head.
And you came to see him because you were worried?
Yeah, that's about right.
Senpai's voice is brisk and pleasant to listen to. This listening is more interesting than talking. I keep silent. That's when Argo directs Carnage towards me. What's wrong, Tono? Running into someone, don't tell me your Amelia was acting up again. Argo's voice betrays his deep concern about my health. No, it's not that. It's not that. I was running to the office to deal with some details for me moving. That's when I ran into Senpai. Really? Well, I guess your carelessness was at fault. Argo folds his arms and nods angrily to himself.
Tono-kun, are you changing schools?
Senpai suddenly outbursts almost hysterically. Really, what does she think I'm changing schools just because of that? I'm not changing schools, Senpai. I'm just changing my place of residence, so I'll fill the paperwork for a change of address.
So that means you're going to be living alone?
No, I'm going back to my real home.
Is that fancy place on top of the hill? I still can't believe it yet. Oh, could that be possibly the Tono-san mansion?
Something asked with hesitation. There was one style house on top of the hill, probably seen as something special to the residents of the town. I haven't been there for 8 years, but even my memories, the Tono mansion was ridiculously large. Yeah, that's right. I don't think it's the right place for me either, but it's too late now. I'm done moving. You don't seem too happy about it. It's not particular. It's not particularly good or a bad thing. I just don't really understand it myself. Well, even if it's your house, it's been 8 years, right? I can understand that you're feeling restless. It's probably feel like someone else's house for a while. I wonder if that's so. I haven't gone back yet, so I don't know. Well, I'm a bit relaxed since I always I'm a bit relaxed since I always got refuge at your place. Listen, Q, I'm not impressed with all. I'm not. No, I can't stop laughing. Listen, you, I'm not impressed with how you come to stay at my house every time something bad happens. Yeah, as he said, refuge. I like your personality trait. Of not standing out, but I've hated how you're always too reserved for a long time now. Argo strikes the table with a bang again. Well, everything Argo said is true, so there's no way to fight back.
Inu-kun, does Tono really stay at your house often?
Yeah, he does. He does that damn Tolo's too reserved towards his parents, and he will come to my place every long vacation. He's reserved towards them because they're taking care of him. That's why he comes to my place, where we conveniently have an empty room. Since he looks pretty decent, my sister took a liking to him, and he shamelessly comes to stay with us without paying a cent. Argo fist trembled as if to say unforgivable.
Take care, Tono-kun.
Argo clamps a hand over his mouth. Sorry, I should have thought before I spoke.
It's okay. You didn't say anything wrong.
I continue to eat my burger while looking at Argo. Really? Yeah, you're right. If you complain about that, you'll be for some punishment. Argo nods himself in agreement. His overwhelming optimism is something I truly am envious of.
Tono-kun, do you not get along with your previous family?
No, that's not it. This guy had no problem with the Arimas.
The Arimas.
Oh, the Arimas were the family who took care of him. They're really nice people, and from what I can see, they're a happy family. Even so, he refused to be their adopted child, and he escaped to my place every vacation. Sheesh, just what you're not satisfied with anyway. There's nothing I wasn't satisfied with. It's just that I received so much from them already, I didn't want to be a firm burden on them. I turned away, and all of a sudden I realized Umizaka is close by. Her eyes look like she wants to say something, but it seems like she can't bring herself to intrude. What's wrong with Umizaka-san? I don't know. I have no feelings against Umizaka-san. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know. Maybe she gets her own route. When she does her route, maybe I'll care for her. At the moment, I have no feelings of her. It's like, nope. Nope, because I remember I used to not like I was like, okay with Hisui. She was cute. She had cute reactions. That made me fall in love with her. That made me fall in love with her. So, and Kohaku, well, she's an angel. First I thought she would be like a bitch. Those reactions. Beautiful. I leave Argon Senpai call out to Umizaka.
I have something to talk to you about. Is that now a good time?
Sure. Can we talk here? Umizaka eyes flicker towards Ariko. It seems Umizaka isn't good dealing with Ariko.
Is that right we discuss this in the hallway?
I don't mind. I'm leaving for a while, Ariko. Leaving the Ariko and Senpai I exit Umizaka into the hallway. So, what do you want to ask me?
I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this, but you've been walking around at night in the business district lately.
Huh? Business district? I'd rather go there even in the daytime, let alone at night. Her question is so entirely off that I become interested instead. At night, you say? Around what time?
From what I've heard, past midnight.
Midnight then. That rules out it completely. I can go out to the business district at night to buy something. I've never been out in the city that late before. That's definitely not me. My house is old fashioned, so they got a curfew at 7. So you can't get in after they even if you cry. Though it seems you've been ignoring that rule. Since I don't want to have a since I don't want to have camp outside, I try to my death to get home before 7. I upfront and deny Umizaga's question. She smiles happily.
Yeah, I know. The Arma family is the head of the style of a tea ceremony. That's right, it must have been really strict for you, Tono-kun.
Not so much strict as they like to tease me. Eh? Umizaga-san, you seem to know quite a bit. Are you a student of it?
No, I don't really know that much about tea ceremony. I have a friend who goes there and she told me was really strict.
Oh, Umizaga, how do you know I live with the Armas? I haven't told anyone else at our high school.
You've forgotten that we went to the same middle school together, haven't you?
Umizaga giggles as she speaks. Eh? You went to the same middle school? I can't remember, so I can't say anything, but if that's true, then it wouldn't be odd if she knew I was entrusted to the Armas. Umizaga, maybe
It's okay, as long as it's not you, Tono-kun. Sorry for interrupting your lunch.
Interrupting my words, Umizaga goes back to the classroom after saying this. Yo, is there a conversation over? Yeah, it seems like she's got the wrong person. Hey, Ariko. Yeah. Umizaga went to our middle school. The same more. She was our classmate during our third year. Now the second year of high school, making 3 years in total. Huh? As if he knew my question, he answers. How do you know I was going to ask? Because of that look on your face. But damn. I thought you were just annoying her, but you actually didn't even notice her. She's really persistent, or just made it very eccentric. She had to suffer a lot. Arika makes a difficult face and shrugs.
I knew it. She's Tono-kun's girlfriend, right?
What are you saying, senpai? There's no way that could be. I've never had a proper conversation with her.
No. There's no use in hiding it. You two look like you can get along well. I'm a little jealous.
What's making her so happy? Senpai looks at me with a side expression. Senpai, Arika, you say something to this confused person here too? About what? I don't know what you and Ozaka are up to. All I know is that you two are having a merry conversation this morning.
Akiha! A secret meeting at school in the morning. How bold of you, Tono-kun.
Senpai's getting more and more worked up in this incomprehensible way, well, this is getting very entertaining. Well, whatever. After all, it doesn't matter to me if Senpai misunderstands.
But you mustn't be so blunt to her, Tono-kun. Umizaka-san looks kind of sad, doesn't she? You have to give her more of your attention.
But Senpai, lunch is going to end soon.
Yes. See you later, Tono-kun, Inu-kun.
Senpai leaves our classroom. I feel a little exhausted. Tono, don't go after Umizaka. Ariko mumbles with his stern face. Don't go after her. Why? Listen about Umizaka. Despite her appearance, she's really shy and single-minded. She's not compatible at all with someone absent-minded like you. This kind of girl is dangerous to get really involved with. Ariko goes back to his own seat. What is he talking about? It's not like I'm thinking of doing something with Umazaga-san. I'm moving to no one in particular and sit down my own seat. Last day of the class day ends. I don't feel going to the mansion right now, so I blankly stare at the window, looking at the school grounds. The classroom is dyed orange by sunset. It's like red watercolor paint, and it hurts my eyes. I don't like red. It feels like it soaks deep in the back of my eyes. I want to throw up. It seems I'm weak against things that resemble blood. No, I should say I'm weak against blood itself. 8 years ago, I had a near-death experience. I was in an accident where I was injured in the chest, and I tethered between life and death for days. I should have died instantly, but miraculously I survived. Maybe it's because of the great medical treatment. However, the injuries were so severe I don't even remember the accident. 8 years ago when I was a child, I felt a thud pass right through the middle of my chest when I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. All I read afterwards was the pain and the cold. I don't remember much after the accident, but even today, the scar on my chest remains. I guess numerous fragments of the glass pierced my chest, leaving burn-like scars there and in my back. Actually, I was quite surprised at being saved. Ever since then, I frequently collapsed from anemia like dizziness, caused a lot of trouble for others. Maybe that's why my old man believed I was unfit to be the heir of the Tone household and trusted me to our relatives. That wound in my chest, huh? The huge scar in the middle of my chest, hidden from view by my uniform. Now I think about it, it's after the accident it was when I started to see those lines. I'm able to forget them thanks to the glasses Sensei gave me. So senpai by accident. CEO gave me those glasses. but I think I would have completely gone mad if I never met her. Kyoko-san, the person who has been my mother up to now, said when I left the Tonin household wasn't normal. No problem. I am not a normal person myself. Adjusting my crooked glasses, I pick up my bag. I can't stay in the classroom forever. Now then. Get a hold of myself and head back to the mansion. I don't have anything to do, so I hurry and leave the school. Come to think of it, I haven't left the school by the main entrance since the entrance ceremony. I guess this will be the way to and from school from now on, since I live in the mansion. Leaving from the main gate, I come to the intersection that leads to the residential district. This is the point to which the path of the city and the residential district where the mansion is the part.
Oh, Tono-kun.
Oh, gosh, we're gonna have a large conversation now, aren't we? Suddenly, I run into Umizaka. Hello, Umizaka-san. It may be because I see how someone's teasing, but I feel a little embarrassed. Umizaka looks at me bewildered. Umizaka-san, is there something in my face?
I was wondering, what you were doing here, Tono-kun? Isn't your house in the other direction?
Well, it was until yesterday, but I'm living somewhere else, starting today. Now I'll be living at the place on top of the hill, and then the residential district.
Ah, so that's what you were talking about this morning.
Umizaka claps her fist and open palm together in understanding. Well, all flowers aside, that gesture seems incredibly cute. That's right. I guess there's no point hiding it from you since you already know. I'll leave my guardians the armors and heading back to my real house today.
Your real house? You mean the Tono-san mansion?
Yeah. I don't think it really suits me either.
I see. You're really a prince on top of the hill after all. It was
a secret only Inkun and I knew, but I guess everyone's going to find out. With a faint smile, Umisaka casts her gaze into the distance. She looks at the horizon as if looking at a Tono mansion off in the distance on top of the hill.
But will you be alright? Even if it's your house, you've been away for 8 years, right? Are you afraid or worried?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of uneasy. I never liked that mansion to begin with, and now it's going to feel like someone else's house too. But still, I can't live my carefree life on my own and leave my sister Aika there all by herself. How uneasy I am, I have to return to the mansion. In the end, it's still my home. I think it's only natural for me to go back.
I see. I'm sorry for stopping you, Tonkun. You might be in a hurry, right?
Not really. I was just having a stroll on the way home.
Oh, I see.
For some reason, Mizaga looks down, downcast, and falls silent. What's wrong, Mizaga-san? Are you feeling sick? I break a sign as she continues to stare downwards without raising her head. I can't just leave her there, so I continue to stand and looking at her. And then,
Yo, what is it? I'm going home the same way as you until we reach the hill.
really? And let's go together for the part of the way. Uzaka eyes wide and she stands there stiffly for a moment.
Yeah, you're right. We're going back the same way, so it wouldn't be strange for us to go together for this part of the way, right?
She says this with all exactly cheerful voice and stands right beside me. Just the right time too. I'm not too familiar with the streets around, so you mind guiding me?
Sure. But let's go down the street. It's a back street that leads all the way to the street on the hill.
I walk home while chatting with Omizaka. Talking to Omizaka isn't anything particularly special, but it's enjoyable in a pleasant kind of way. Despite being what Ariko said, had Umizaka's son, Sasaki, had gentle hair about her, and I feel safe around her. While we're talking, Umizaka's son laughed as she had remembered something. What is it all of a sudden? Did I say something funny?
No, that's not it. It's just that starting tomorrow I'll be taking the same route to school as you.
She laughed, looking truly happy. The honest mom is enough to make me happy as I watch her. I didn't realize up to now, even putting her looks and mannerism aside, Umizaka is a kind of cute. I'm slowly beginning to understand why the boys in our class has been so worked up over for so long now. Our conversation ceases. I'm staring fascinated by Umizaka's smile. The two of us fall silent. Without saying anything, we walk towards the residential district in the sunset. Suddenly, oh, that's nice, Ichi.
Hey, do you remember what happened during the winter vacation of our second year in middle school?
Umizaka murmurs. I tilt my head one side.
The winter vacation on the second year in middle school was when I had applied to say extra lessons at school because I felt bad at staying.
Okay. I tilt my head aside. The winter vacation, the second year of middle school, was when I had applied to say extra classes lessons, so because I felt bad at staying at the RMS. I remember it well enough, but I still do not understand why she asked me about it.
Just as I thought, someone like Tonokun would never have remembered. Disappointed, Omizaka's shoulders droop. There were two sports sheds at our middle school, remember? One was a new shed used by the big clubs, and the other one was an old one used by the smaller clubs, like badminton. The old shed was a certain problem, where the alignment of the door was bad, so there was often times when it wouldn't open. The old there's a little concrete building at the back of the gymnasium.
Ah, that shed. The one which they stopped us using for some got trapped inside.
Yeah, that's the one. The students were the second years from the badminton club.
Ah, yeah, something like that did happen.
It was early in the new year, on a cold winter's day. The first 3 days of the year had passed. I applied for extra lessons, requested to stay behind school, and helped out because I felt bad saying the art was. But even that was only until 5 in the evening. It had become dark, and I was forced out of the classrooms as all the teachers were going home. The middle of the winter, even if it was only 5, the surrounding
The sun really had darkened. The weather report had predicted snow for that day, and the cold was extra harsh. And so, when I decided to head straight home for that day, I heard banging from the old shed, and I went to check things out. Is anyone there? I asked, and I heard voices of several female students in reply from inside the shed. They had been trapped in there for 2 hours. While panicking up the equipment, they have closed the door because of the cold, and now it wouldn't open again. They couldn't open the door no matter what, and they wanted me to call one of the teachers for help. But the teachers had all gone home. Even if I were to call them now on the phone, it would take another hour. The cold on that day was truly terrible. And the kind of cold that should have prompted snow. I thought it would be cruel to leave the girls stuck and shed wearing only their PE uniforms for another hour. After some hesitation confirming that no one else was around, I took my glasses and cut the lines on the shed door. The door opened, about 5 female students, eyed red for crying, poured out. Come to think of it, there was something like that, but I was surprised you know about it. The captain of the trap ram team told me this had to do with the club's survival, so don't tell anyone else. It was almost like she was threatening me.
Otono-kun, you have no interest in knowing who's trapped inside there, did you?
Listen, I was the one.
This sounds one of those Bam-Team club members. It sounds like she's pouting.
So in other words,
I still remember it well. When I think about it now, it was only me and Fragments and Shed, but at the time, it was cold and dark. I was really worried. Everyone thought we were going to freeze to death like that. My stomach was growling from the hunger too. I was just about to collapse.
That must have been rough. I can't really empathize with her, so I gave a half-hearted response. Unconcerned, Umizaka continues her recollections, bring up events anew.
And just when everyone was trembling, you came along and asked, "Is anyone there?" in your usual unexcited voice. And then the captain got angry and shouted, "Can you tell you just by looking? Do you remember?"
Yeah, I remember. There was a loud bang, and she threw a bat at the door. I was really surprised.
That's right.
Umizaka is laughing.
But when we all heard that all the deer had gone home, we lost all hope. We couldn't stand being there for even a minute longer. Yet we had to face the prospect of being trapped until the next day. Just when we were thinking how miserable the world was, you knocked the door and said, I might be able to open the door, if you can keep it a secret. Yeah. And then I heard another bang. Someone said, "If they open that easy, we won't be suffering in here." She was really angry.
Yeah, the captain felt responsible
For us, trapped, so she didn't have much patience to spare. But soon after that, the door opened. Everyone was happy. The captain knocking but must have worked and run outside. I was watching you aimlessly stand by the door.
Imizaka looks at me warmly. The only thing that troubles me. To me, it meant nothing, so I can't really appreciate her gratitude.
I was crying really hard that time. My eyes just felt like they were swelling up, and they looked terrible. What do you think you said when you saw me like that?
I don't know. What did I say? I don't really remember, so I asked, as if it was something someone else had done.
Despite this, Musa looks at me happily. You put your hands in my head and said, "Hurry and go home and eat some unzoni." I was a little embarrassed because I was trembling so much from the cold.
I knit my eyebrows. I don't know what I meant back then.
I think you meant for me to warm my body and have some unzoni.
I see. It was right for New Year's after all. That does sound like a stupid kind of thing I would say. Now it's put to me like this. I regret not having picked something better to say. Back then I thought there was plenty of reliable people at school, but
Back then, I thought there were a lot of people at school, but if they ever need to be saved, it was someone like Tonokun who saves me.
You're exaggerating. Look, it's like how a big chick thinks the first human meets is a mother. I just happen to help you.
That's not true. Ever since then, I really believed that you would come to help me no matter what the problem was.
Her expression is quite resolute. You're giving me too much credit, Umizaka-san. I'm not reliable. I'm not that reliable of a person.
It's alright. That's what I believe, so let me keep believing it.
She pronounced this well, staring straight at me, and I'm too embarrassed to offer a rebuttal.
Well, I guess believe.
Well, I guess you can believe whatever you want.
Isn't that right? So if I ever a bitch, you come to help me, right?
Umizaka asked me, smiling. To be honest, that would be kind of troubling. Despite what she thinks, I'm not a sort of guy who can do everything. I'm not, but when she faces me with that smile, I don't want to destroy the faith she has in me. Yeah. Well, that's very interesting. So he's not completely like Shiro. That's very interesting. That's kind of a few reasons why I like Shiki a bit more. Yeah. As within my power, I'll help you.
Yep. Thank you, Tono-kun. I know it's a bit late to say this, but I was really happy because what you said to me back then.
I don't know. It sounds kind of silly. It's like, it's like, yo, go back home and eat some French chicken. That was probably, it's pretty weird. Umizaka, saying that Umizaka suddenly stops. Naturally, I stop too.
I always wanted to talk to you like this, Tono-kun. Somewhere her voice. I always wanted to talk to you like this, Tono-kun.
Somewhere her voice was a hint of wistfulness. Wistfulness. Perhaps because of the red light and the sunset, but somehow Umizaka looked lonely. What do you mean? You can talk to me anytime.
No, I can't. Ina-kun's always around you. Besides, I can't become someone like you, Tono-kun.
With the reserved answer, Umizaka draws away from me.
Well, my house is this way, so I'll see you at school tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Smiling, Umizaka waves her hand, begins walking down another street. Okay, I think I'll end here. So, wow, that was like pretty long. Gosh, I'll see you next time. Making the manners out. Bye.